So this is my first time doing a sit down like landscape type video in a minute. I've been doing a lot of like short form content, reels, TikToks, things like that. But I kind of wanted to get in front of the camera and do a chit chat, get ready with me, vent session, life update type of thing. I'm not even sure if I'm going to post it because I'm like spilling all my tea and that's not really me. I'm not really one to be put my business out there like that. But I don't know, I just feel like I kind of got to vent. I've been talking to friends, family. I guess I just kind of want to vent without getting any type of advice because to be honest, the advice is not doing much for me. I know everybody wants to help me and like give me words of encouragement and things like that, but it's not changing anything. Like no matter what I do, my situation isn't changing much. So I guess it's just something I have to like wait out because I don't know. I don't really have like anything written down to talk about. I usually like write down my topics, like what I want to talk about for the video, but I'm just gonna kind of let my undiagnosed ADHD do its thing today. So I can't remember my last update. What was my last update? I feel like it either could have been the beginning of 2023 when I was talking about like how I felt good, like my job and everything, or it could even be, I don't know if I really talked too much about my life update in my birthday video. I know I was saying like, you know, going into my last year in my 20s, I didn't want to worry about too much, just kind of like go with the flow. That would have been nice if life would have been like, well, it's like I've probably been doing nothing but worrying, especially like for the first 6 months of it. Because beginning of September, whoa, wait, it's a whole year. I don't know if I'm going to post this video, but like if I do, it's the 1st September. Exactly a year ago, I somewhat got laid off from my job exactly a year ago. So I found out in like July, I think, but my last day was August 31st or 30th, something like that. So I got laid off from my job and that really just threw me for a loop. I've never gotten laid off, fired from a job ever. That's just not my thing. I perform pretty well at my jobs. It's just not a thing for me to ever get fired. So that just threw me for a loop. Like I felt like a sigh of like relief because that job was kind of getting on my nerves and I'm like, okay, well I can just go full time into content creation and just like do all the things I didn't have time to do before. And you know, that's how I felt at the beginning. And then like as the emotions start going, I'm just like, wow, like I really don't have a job. I don't have stable income anymore. Like it's not consistent. That is the worst part about being unemployed. Like you have the time to do what you want to do, but you don't have the funds. So it's always like a catch-22. So from September to December, I was, you know, pretty much doing okay. I got a severance pay. You know, I was decent money-wise up until the end of the year. So January started and I'm just like, okay, the funds are running out. I've been applying to jobs this whole time because I had the option to be on unemployment. So I was on unemployment for the rest of the year and, you know, rocking that out, applying to jobs because you have to apply to jobs while you're on unemployment, not hearing anything back. And so I was like, okay, you know, it's the end of the year. Maybe, you know, by beginning of the year, I'll start hearing something back. And I will say that it seemed like the jobs were starting to accept applications again. Like I start seeing more jobs. I'll start like hearing things back because before when I was applying to jobs, I wasn't hearing anything. I wasn't hearing a yes, no, maybe so, nothing. And then some of the jobs that I was applying to, I got rejection letters like months later. Like I may have applied in September, I got a rejection letter in like January, February. And it's like, at this point, who cares? Like I'm already on the streets. But once like the new year started, maybe around February, March, the jobs were more active at, you know, at least sitting rejection letters. And so, you know, I was just thinking that this thing was happening to me and only me. I never really had a hard time finding a job. Finding a job has never been like super hard in the years previous, but it just seems like 2023 till now has just been crazy. And I thought it was just a me thing until I got on the internet and saw that everybody is struggling to find a job. My last job, I got it through a staffing agency. So I was at one staffing agency for like a temporary contract. It was for maternity leave. And then I ended up getting the last job that I had through another staffing agency within like a week span. Like I stopped one job and then within a week I was starting another job. Like, so say I stopped one job on Wednesday, by Monday I was going to my next job. cool. I ended up becoming full-time at the last job I was at, and that was the job that let me go. Most of the jobs that I've been getting have been through staffing agencies. I mean, that works. I'm used to that. It's pretty easy to get a job through a staffing agency. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know, I'm applying through staffing agencies. I'm applying directly through the companies. Still nothing. Fast forward to when I do start hearing back. I am hearing back from staffing agencies, and this is like May, June at this point. So we're like halfway through the year before I start even getting anything that's like biting. So I am speaking to staffing agencies. I'm sending them my resumes. You know, we're having the initial phone interview where they like find out more about me, and you know, I give them the permission to submit my resume to the client, and then I don't hear anything back. And that's strange to me because, like I said, before 2023, it was very easy to get a job through a staffing agency. Like if you couldn't get a job through anywhere else, a staffing agency was the way to go. Even the staffing agencies are ghosting and taking forever. Like, so I had like staff agencies that ghosted me. Then I had staff agencies where I actually heard something back. But the process to get a temporary like contract job was taking forever. So I had to do assessments, which was new. I had to do a 30-minute phone interview with just the recruiter, which is new. Then I had to do another interview for the client, which, I mean, I guess some people do that, but usually the interview with the recruiter suffices like for the client. But now I guess they want to interview you again. So that's 2 interviews. And mind you, these interviews aren't like back to back. Like I'll start the initial interview, then maybe 2-3 weeks later, a month later, they're like, oh yeah, they want to see you for interview. Cool. We got the interview. Maybe another month later, they decide if they want to give me a job or not. If you hear back from them. One job, I had to do 2 interviews. So I had to do a phone interview with the recruiter and 2 interviews with the actual company, and I never heard back from them. I made it to the short list. I made it to the second interview. Well, even that second interview was like a month in between. I completely forgot all about it. No, maybe it was like 2 weeks in between, 2-3 weeks. And then it has been almost a month since that one. I haven't heard anything back, so I guess it's a no, even though the recruiter said that, you know, they would let us know yay or nay, but I guess they didn't even hear back from the client on if they decide to choose anyone or not, or choose me, which I mean, I guess not. But it's like, this has never been a thing. So you're automatically getting no's directly from the employers. And then even with staffing agencies, that process is being drug out. And it's just like, what's going on? This is insane. But anyways, in between all of that, I was able to finally find a independent contractor position, call center type thing through Live Ops. And I was working there for a few months. If you know me, you know I do not like call centers. It was literally like last resort. Just, I have to do something because I can't find any type of job. I can't find serving jobs. I can't find retail jobs. I can't find in-person jobs. It's like it's just not happening. Like remote, in-person, administration, client services, customer service, like all types of things that I'm, used to doing. I could literally see a job description that is exactly what I do, what I've been doing for the past 2-3 years, and they'll still be like, no, we want somebody else. Like, but yeah, I had a little job, and again, it was a call center job. I hate call center jobs because I don't like the micromanaging. I don't like having to talk to people back to back. I don't like being like chained down to my desk because, you never really know when you're going to get a call. And with this job as well, you weren't paid by the hour, you were paid by like talk time. The process started in like April, and I didn't get my first real check until like June. And even then, like the very first check was very limited because you could only get a certain amount of hours during like the nesting time. So I spent about 2 months, April, May, June. Yeah, so like a month and a half dedicating my time for free. And then when I could finally get on the phones, it was like maybe altogether 10 hours. The money didn't really start coming in until technically wouldn't start coming in until after nesting. So when you like really get on the floor, I wasn't really making much money with that. It was like a slower season, so the calls didn't like really start coming in until I would say middle of July to like August. and that was back to school time. So yeah, it started getting a little bit busier. But like I said, I don't like call centers. They're not my thing. The people, I don't like being hollered at about stupid stuff. I don't like really not being in control of like what I can do. Like some stuff is just like the company is not allowing me to like make you happy right now. So like I don't know what to do. And so because of that, people would like, you know, leave bad surveys, and then those affect my job and certain things like that. So all that to say, they let me go because I wasn't meeting metrics, which is like, I mean, I guess so. I only had maybe 2 months. Like my first month was like, it wasn't all that great. Mind you, I'm just now like getting into the flow of things. I'm trying to figure out the system. I'm trying to figure out the company. So like the first month was like a trial run. Second month was a lot better, improved a whole lot, was doing great. And then the third month, which was August, like towards the end, like kind of middle of August, they had hit me up and said that, you know, like, you know, they have a certain requirement, and, you know, you're a little bit behind, which I wasn't like that far like under, but I guess they're very strict. Like anybody who doesn't have this set percentages, like you're out of here. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I got that message the morning of that they sent it to me. And then like by the middle of that, I'm in the middle of my shift mid call, I got an email saying that my business has been removed, which means that I'm out of there. And I'm just like, very crazy how I got a message saying that, you know, this was the requirements. They want you to have this, you know, for August, and basically insinuating that I have time to get right, but like not even 6 hours later, I'm getting fired basically. And I'm just like, this is the second time in like less than a year that I've been let go. And like I said, that's just not my thing. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's saying that I don't need to be working. Like you really need to like do your content full time, get on it. Basically act like you're already a full-time creator and do that, because these jobs are not working. Like you're not getting any callbacks. You're like, even with the interviews, like it's not going anywhere. This has never been a thing for you. You've always done well in jobs. You've always, like, what's going on? That's all I can think of at this point. I'm like, this is just not life. Like, how do I lose 2 jobs? I've never, ever, ever gotten fired from a job. If I want to leave a job, I'm leaving a job because I want to. Don't nobody tell me that I'm not doing well enough, or that, yeah. And even the first job, it wasn't necessarily performance. It was, they were outsourcing. So like they decided to let go of majority of the customer service team and outsource through Mexico, or outsource, I think it's Mexico. They wanted to outsource, basically pay other people a cheaper amount for what we were doing because it costs more, like budget cuts, all that stuff. Still really mad about that, because I wouldn't be in any of this if it just ruined everything. Like everything I had planned before 30, it's just been, you know, very, very inconsistent. Let me do my lashes really quick. Okay, so I got my lashes on. So like I was saying, it's just been very inconsistent with my job, like no stability with the finances. So now I'm back to square one, applying, trying to, you know, secure a full-time job, because the job before, it was like an independent contractor type job. I can work whenever I wanted to. It wasn't like a set 40 hours with benefits and things like that. So that has been my little secret struggle. Again, like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna be posting this. I probably won't post it until I'm back right, because I'm just not want to be putting my business out there like exactly when it's happening. Enough about work and how it's not working out. Now we can talk about, I guess, like another thing that's inconsistent, which it seems like it always is, but mainly because it just seemed like this year everybody had to go. More like guys and stuff. And it's some of the people that like dropped off were very weird, because for nothing else, I thought we were cool, but I guess not. The way I've been unfollowed and blocked this year by random guys is just insane to me, because like I didn't do anything. Like I don't know what was the breaking point for some of them. I don't know what I posted. I don't know what I did, because a lot of these people, we weren't like really talking. I think one of them got a girlfriend, so I guess he had to block everybody. I don't know, because I wasn't bothering that man. Maybe a couple of them got girlfriends, who knows? Like I just be waking up blocked, and I'm just like, we not cool no more? Like, there's something you want to tell me? I'm confused. I've had, like, you know, guys that I thought I was cool with that may have liked me. It's not that I didn't like at least one of them, but like we weren't consistent with communication, so I didn't take it too serious. But randomly left my life, and most of them I didn't really care about, but this one I'm like, I thought it was cool, but I guess not. So that was happening. I got to a point where like I was kind of tired of being treated like, with the people that I like was talking to, or like, you know, we kind of had that type of relationship where we liked each other and we talked, but like there was some inconsistency when it came to them. At the beginning of the year, I had to let a lot of them, well, it's not like a lot, it's only two. I had to let them go because they weren't serving me. They weren't really giving me what I wanted and what I needed and felt that I deserved. So I had to let them go. But since we're being vulnerable and honest, I feel like lately I've been crashing out. When you're low, you do low things. I'm realizing that. If I had my life together and I had, I would say, some business, or like I had more distractions and I just wasn't by myself, cause I don't live in my hometown anymore, so I don't have my friends close. I don't be out here like that. Like I just don't have like the distractions or like the things that I used to have back home. So like I'm kind of like doing a lot of things by myself. If I'm going through something, I'm going through it by myself. I can't just go out with my girls and just like I see them when I can, when I go back home, or if they come my way. But even just going through breakups or like separating from people that I was talking to, like I'm going through a lot by myself. Like I don't have too many people to fall back on. You know, I have my mom and I have family and stuff like that, but as far as friends or like, you know, the people that you would just call on when you're like going through certain things, I don't have that. And so if I'm going through something, I can talk to my mom, and I usually do, but a lot of things I just keep to myself. So, you know, I'll be going through certain things, and I just don't feel like we should be alone. I know we're all in like this generation of being nonchalant and being by ourselves, and like learn to love yourself and, you know, be by yourself and just all by yourself. And it's like, we need community. We need people to talk to. We need outlets. We need certain things like that. And it's like, you know, I don't trip too much, but it's only so many times where you can just be like by yourself before you're like, I need intimacy, I need community, I need to talk to someone, and to talk to somebody maybe about my day other than like my mom or like a friends. And like even my friends, they'll be busy doing their own thing, like relationships, being a parent, just being busy doing their own things. So I like to say, I do be standing on business, but sometimes I don't, because I be going through a lot and I just can't always be strong. Now, to say that I be out here like wilding is no, but like sometimes I may cut somebody off, and then next thing you know I'm talking to them again because they may be the only one that gets me in that moment. It's just easier than to go and try to find somebody brand new to tell my business to. Like I can just talk to somebody that already knows me. And like sometimes you just miss that intimacy, and you just don't want to really be out here just confiding in anybody and being vulnerable with just anybody. So been just doing things that I don't usually do, that I know I wouldn't do if I was in a better space mentally, emotionally. When I like lost my job and I've been like going through this instability, this financial stuff, it's just like, this is just too much to just be holding in and just going through by yourself and just acting like you're just fine, because I'm not. Like, this is not cool. Like I said, I had a lot of goals that I had for myself, especially before I turned 30, and here we are in the 9th month of 2024, and I have done nothing but barely stay afloat. A lot of things are just barely getting done, barely. And it's just like never have been my thing. It's like, this is, I don't know what's going on. I just don't. But outside of like spinning a block and doubling back and talking to people I cut off or shouldn't have been talking to, like I said, it's nothing too deep to where like I'm taking it back like to old lay. Like absolutely no, well not absolutely no, but like very minimal boundaries and standards, because I still have my boundaries, I still have my standards, just not as strict in this very moment because it's just tough. I do nothing but work. I don't go out much, especially here, because I don't have anybody to go out with. I ain't do a date in almost a year. Like, I just spend time with my family, and when I can go back and see my friends, I'll see my friends. And yeah, it just is what it is on that aspect. And also, like, I'm not dating right now because I just don't feel like I'm in a good place to be dating. I'm just not where I need to be in life, like, point blank period. So I'm not like really focused on dating. Just, you know, just needing something to do when there's nothing to do, because I'm not a robot. I have feelings, I have emotions, I have wants, I have needs. But I also do, like I said, I still have my standards, but I do be understanding like why people be going to the extent that they go to, as far as like just accepting whatever in a state of loneliness or like just feeling down. I don't let myself get that bad or like go that far, because to me it's kind of hard to just let someone do whatever to you and like be in and out when you have standards. Like, being casual or sneaky links or situationships just wouldn't work out for me, because I still feel like whether you're my man or not, like, you still need to treat me with some respect. And it's like, when you play that game, a lot of people have the idea that they don't owe you that same respect because you're not their girl, and I don't like that. Like, not even just a girl, like, you're not somebody that they're pursuing seriously, so they don't feel like they have to like treat you with decency and respect and just like have that type of relationship. So that's why I can't get into that, because I just feel like, I mean, whether I'm like your girl or like somebody you're dealing with or not, like, you can treat me with some respect. Like, you can talk to me, you can just, don't be weird, treat me like I'm a piece of meat, I'm a dog. Don't treat me like I'm a dog. Like, don't do me like that. So I can't really get with that part of it. So that's why, you know, we can only take it so far. Like, we can talk when we need to talk, but as far as like sharing my body and just like all that stuff, like, can't get into it. Not my thing. Can't get with it. At my big age, I'm almost 30. It's just, nah. So yeah, I just felt like I was crashing out for a little bit, because it's only so much you can take. And it's like, when you're low, you're low. And like, the things that you know you should be doing and what you are doing, it's two totally different things. It just sounds good in the moment, but it is what it is, for real, for real. But yeah, I'm currently getting ready right now to film 2 videos. I have been filming a whole lot and editing, so you guys will be getting a lot of videos from me this month. Again, we don't know if we're gonna be posting this one, but I am going to be filming 2 videos. I'm gonna be filming a review on this hair, and then I have a contact video, which is new for me, but hopefully you guys like it, because I'm not really into, you know, I don't do colored contacts. I used to want them back in the day when I was younger, but as I got older, you know, just kind of got over it. But we'll see, you know, maybe I might get into them once I try these on. Never in life have I had a colored contacts, so we will see how it goes as far as the colored contacts. I'm just about done with my makeup. I really just wanted to vent a little bit and spill a little bit of my tea. Don't know if I want to post this. I probably won't post it until my life is back in order, because this is just crazy. It's really insane that the last like 5 years of my 20s have been terrible, and it's like, I just wonder when I'm gonna have like some real stability as far as finances, career, relationships, friendships, my physical health, mental health, emotional health. Now, I know it won't be perfect, but I've been very unstable for like since COVID. Like, well, a little bit before COVID, but COVID definitely, like, it's like I've just been stuck there and I can't get out, and I don't understand why. And I just really question like why I'm going through this, because I don't know, I would just expect this like maybe as a karma thing for other people, but not me, because I don't be doing nothing. I don't be doing nobody wrong. Be minding my business. Maybe it's like a learning lesson as far as you get here to like help you figure out how to be better with finances and be more responsible. And it's like, I get it, but like, I've been here for a very long time. I get it now. If you give me the chance to show that I can do right this time, I'll do right. But I haven't been able to have that chance to like show that I know how to not be reckless with my funds, or I know how to, you know, be responsible, even though I was being responsible before, like with my bills, but like when I have extra money or when I have credit cards, like don't blow through your limit, or like, you know, like stuff like that. Save, definitely get it, but when I'm just penny pinching or like any type of money I have, it directly goes to bills. I can't do anything extra with it but pay bills. It's like, well, anyways, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm really hoping that a change, a shift, a positive shift happens soon. I've really been trying to change my mindset as far as like not thinking and living in a scarcity mindset and trying to be abundant, think abundantly, think positively. And even though I feel like I'm back against the wall, I don't have any options, I'm still trying not to just take whatever comes to me, especially if I know that it's just not, I guess, the best that I could get. Like just settling because I'm in a tight spot. I'm really trying not to do that. And it's been challenging, but I just really been feeling like that in my spirit and moved to like not settle in so many aspects of life. So yeah, that's all I really got. just venting, no real flow. I don't know how this video is gonna look once I get to editing it. I don't know if it's gonna even make sense or if I'm just gonna be rambling, but just wanted to come and kind of talk because I've just been doing short form of content, not really been too personal. Don't even know who's gonna see this video, if anybody would even care. But yeah, y'all, this is my little life update, little, you know, vent session. So if you can relate or if you have anything to say, you can leave it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Got that rocket chain and took a trip out of space. Ever since born, 'cause this not a race.